Adidas just feel. I don't know. Growing up, I just always I loved them for some reason. I don't know what it is.
I mean, you love hip hop and you really fool with that. So like Adidas, Nike definitely has something to do with culture as a whole, but
Facts.
Adidas represents like from Run DMC and all
Yeah,
that. Like
yeah.
Adidas represents the hip hop
Yep.
culture. Now something big in hip hop culture is social media. Your social media is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You got about 21 point something followers, but you only got two pictures. Well,
Yeah.
like a picture and a video
Yeah, yeah.
of.
I feel.
What's your goal with your social media? Like, talk to us about like run us through your goal and how to move with your social media because it's very interesting, but not in a bad way.
I feel like less is more sometimes, man, and I feel like we're in a day and age where everybody's always highlighting, like the most positive thing of their day all the time. I'm not really super big on social media. I feel like it's a tool and you should use it as a tool. But I'm not one of those people that feels like, like I gotta post every day type shit and gotta stay in people's face. I just think the music is like the most organic thing, and I feel like if people are gonna follow me, I'd rather it be because of something.
Right.
So that's just my stance on it. But I think it's a great thing, man. I think it's cool. Like there's a lot of hate and stuff being spewed across social media, but there's also a lot of positivity too,
Yeah.
man. So I think like it's just really what you choose to find in the internet, like.
A lot of positive, a lot of feel good music. So there's a lot of artists out here making that type of feel good, positive music, positive vibes. Some people would say that your sound resonates with a Post Malone.
Facts.
What do you say to those people that say that you sound like Post?
I'm not mad at it, man. I definitely understand it. I just want people to understand, like, you've only heard one or two songs by me, so it's like, give it a chance. Let the album come out, and then say, all right, like, maybe you sound more like this person or whatever. But I think once y'all hear a full body of work from me, I think people's opinions are gonna change. We're going super left field on the album, like shit that's like way different than stuff that's out now. But I don't get mad. I don't look at it as a bad thing. I just think I got really reminiscent melodies and catchy lyrics, and I think they, sound like something you may have heard before. I don't look at that as a bad thing.
And I was gonna say that, like, to those people, they also got to do their homework on that sound because
Facts.
that's not just Post.
Facts.
That is reminiscent of The Weeknd a little bit, who is another one of your influences.
I
That's
love The Weeknd. Yeah.
we gonna catch on that. That's reminiscent of Travis Scott. That's reminiscent on a little bit of a Lil Uzi
Yeah.
Vert. That's reminiscent on a Lil Durk. That's reminiscent on a PNB Rock.
It's
like,
a bunch of
it's
people.
a genre.
Man. Exactly. And I listen to so much music. It's like you're gonna hear a little bit of everything in my shit. Like it's like you might hear a little Post. You might hear a little Michael Jackson one day. You no telling what you gonna hear.
So you got a little Michael Jackson in you?
Hey, maybe I can't dance, but shit,
You
you know what I'm
can
saying?
sing like that, though?
Hey, maybe with autotune and all that.
Ooh. So
little gizmos and gadgets can fix me up.
I believe that artists are now represented as influencers.
Mhm.
So there's a lot going on with gun violence. There's a lot of different, police brutality and everything of that sort. Do you feel like you, as an artist, have a responsibility to use your brand to affect social change in society? Because, in essence, that is saving the world.
Right. Yeah, I definitely feel like I have a responsibility. I don't feel like every song, has to be politically correct or whatever, but I definitely feel like I should use my platform to make a difference in what's going on for sure, man. Because, like you said, there's a lot of that out there, that violence and shit, and it's just it's the devil, man. And it's like anything I can do to help that, it's got to be done. Because if not, it's gonna keep getting further and further. So.
Which one strikes you the most?
The police brutality, like you said, it's got to stop, man. It's become a huge problem. Like when people are afraid to pull over, for like a speeding ticket or something,
Yeah.
it's like that's scary, bro. Like I don't know what else. Like you're scared of the people you're supposed to ask help from. It's like what can you do, So it's like it's a really fucked up situation, man.
But what can you do to help shift that?
I think just make people aware of what's going on and just talk about it, man. I think that's the main thing is just talk about it and put it out there for people to see, like, and just keep pushing it down people's throat because a lot of people put it out there and then they see it, but are they really following up on it? Like, what are you doing at the end of the day? Like, throw a function for this and that. Like, just bring attention to the situation. I feel like it's the main thing that needs to be done.
Yeah, because you touched on a great point right there. I feel like we're in such a soundbite society, and I feel like we're in such a very something is there and relevant for 2 days. Now it used to be 5 days, but like 2 days, and then we're not talking about it no more. And there's so many different issues going on. But yeah, I agree with you. Just keep it consistent and talking about it. A couple months back, as we know, Lil Nas X, he did a record that broke a lot of barriers.
Love
and
that song.
You know what I'm saying? Old Town Road is a dope song.
Yeah, it's dope. It's dope.
But before he added our guy onto the song, it was #1 on the country records, and they took it off the country records. They took it off because they said it didn't represent what country music represented. But when he had a Billy Ray Cyrus, then they put it there. He's been number one. It's been number one on the billboards. He's number one. Period.
Facts.
Like number one in the history of shit.
Yeah.
You being, out of respect, you being a Caucasian artist, going from metal to hip hop. A lot of things. There's a lot of heat coming from that. There's a lot of heat. Lil Nas X got a lot of heat from him doing his song. So you come out with your music, you do your thing. It's still 2019, but we're facing these stupid issues. What would you do if you do the song, say Low Key hits number one, and then they're like, well, this dude doesn't really understand the culture. He doesn't really represent what we represent as a culture, or nor does he look like what the culture represents, and they remove your song. How does Blake Young react to that?
Dude, I'd be fucking furious, man. I think that's bullshit. Like, I think it's fucked up. That man worked hard to get to where he was at. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he needed a Billy Ray feature just to solidify it as a country song.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's fucked up, man. I don't think you should. I think people are too worried about putting you in a genre and in a category. If the song's fucking good and you feel good listening to it, then it's a number one hit. It's a number one fucking hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no more to it than that. But yeah, I would be hot if that happened to me, bro. To sum it up.
I mean, nah.
I would be super hot.
I agree. You see yourself living out here?
Yeah, I think so. It's real expensive, man, but I like the valley where we're at right now. It's chill. I don't know about downtown. I don't know if I could do that many people every day, but
but like somewhere like Calabasas.
Yeah, Calabasas of that. I definitely see myself living out here, man.
Okay.
Definitely so.
Well, welcome to the West, man. So
appreciate you, man.
How did you lock in Welcome to the West?
Actually, just a surprise that my manager hit me up with. I went back home to see my mom. I was in South Carolina for a couple days. He texted me. He was like, "Hey, B, I got you on this show." I was like, yo, this is dope, man. So this is my first show that I performed under my new name, Blake Young. I'm super excited, man. We got Ice Cube coming out, Dom Kennedy, G. Perico, a fucking ton of people, man. So it's going to be lit. I'm super excited.
It's a heavy lineup. It's a huge show.
Super heavy lineup.
Who are you most excited to see?
Probably Dom Kennedy, bro. I've been listening to him. I've been listening to Dom's like old school mixtapes, like from West Side with Love 1 and 2, and fucking since I was like in high school, bro. So like that's crazy. Yeah, Ice Cube too. You know what I'm saying? That's the OG, but Dom Kennedy is like, that's some shit I'm a fan out of right there.
Most definitely, dude.
That shit's nuts.
Nah, it's gonna be nuts. Like that concert's definitely gonna be dope. Let me see. So what do you feel like? All right, being artist from South Carolina, but now you in the West Coast. Pac from Baltimore,
right?
But he lived in New York a little bit, and then he came to the West Coast, and then he ended up kind of adopting a little bit of the West Coast nature and side. Right. Do you feel like coming to a concert where it's Welcome to the West, and you are a artist from South Carolina, do you feel like you need to adopt anything of that culture, or you just gonna come as you?
Not really, no. I don't think I think I'm gonna just come as me, man. I think it's crazy because since I've been out here, man, I'm hearing more and more like Southern rap being played out here in California. So like I'm kind of feel like it's the other way around right now, man. I feel like the West is kind of like taking some swag from the South, and like I feel like the South is kind of starting to just get their their 15 minutes of fame or whatever. But I'm just coming as me, man. I'm not trying to be anybody but myself. I'm not from the West, so like I love it out here and I can adapt. But I'm just gonna be myself, man. I'm trying to bring a little bit of that Southern heritage to California, to the West. You know what I'm saying? Bring something new out here, like.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, you just switch things up a little bit, bro.
Southern hospitality to the West, man. I love it. So Blake Young, lastly, tell everybody where they can find you at and what you got coming up very soon. We talked a lot about what you got coming up.
Right.
Anything else that we didn't touch on, just touch on that.
Man, I got an album coming out. I can't put a date on it yet, but we're just going to say it's about 90% of the way done. Right. Executive produced by Super Mario. And yeah, so y'all go get my 2 singles that are out right now. New song dropping this Friday, Euphoria. Y'all can go get Low Key and Picture Perfect right now, though. And follow me on everything, man. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at It's Blake Young. BlakeYung. Yeah, lock me in, fucking mention me, shout me out. I'll probably follow you back, you know what I'm saying?
Word. Appreciate you, my guy. All blessings to you.
Appreciate you, my dude. Thank you, man. It's been a vibe. Yes, sir.